I better call these idiots on the phone and make sure they don't screw this up.
Yes, Mr. Perez, what can I do for you? Yeah, give me the Three Stooges on the line. Sir, could you remind me again as to who the Three Stooges are? You have so many names for your operatives. It's hard to keep it all straight. Fine. Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook, Sundar Pichai of Google, and Jack Dorsey of Twitter. Oh yes, sorry sir. I will buzz you as soon as I have them on the line. Hello, you have reached Sundar. Please hold for a conference call with Mr. Perez, Mr. Pichai. Yes, I will be holding. Hello, this is Jack. Mr. Dorsey, please hold for a conference call with DNC Chairman Perez. Oh, okay. If you're calling me on my personal line, this must be important. Yes, Mr. Zuckerberg, please hold for DNC Chairman Perez on a conference call. This had better be about my conference call. I have a lot of calls like this to make today. Yes, Mr. Perez, I have the Three Stooges on the line for you. All right, put them through. How's it going, boys? I don't have a lot of time to talk today. As you know, we have the election coming up pretty soon. But I wanted to touch base with you to let you know what we expect of you. As you're aware, we at the DNC have our little policy. If we go down, you go down. And we expect complete and utter loyalty. How you implement the strategies I'm about to lay out to you is your problem. But we expect them to be implemented nevertheless. No matter what, we're not going to let the same things happen that happened in 2016. And you're going to help us. Obviously, we can't beat Donald Trump in a fair election. That's why we introduced this whole COVID thing in the first place. Because committing fraud with the mail-in ballots is the only way we're going to be able to generate the amount of votes that we're going to need. You guys are going to push the narrative for us that there is no such thing as election fraud. And that Democrats counting the votes for as long as they need until we come up with the numbers we need is perfectly normal. And anyone who's willing to come out on your platforms and speak out against it should be banned immediately if they have a large following. Any groups or hashtags generated to curb or investigate voter fraud should be taken down immediately. If necessary, even censor the president to further our narrative. Don't worry too much about the little guys. We know you're already shadow banning them, and their message isn't going to get too far. It's the people with mass followings and the ability to reach a lot of people that have to be controlled. Do not let their message spread and push our narrative that there's nothing to see here and that voter fraud doesn't exist. This is what those meetings were all about during the Obama administration, and we're counting on you. And for your own good, you had better deliver. Now, I have to cut this call short, fellas, because I have a lot of phone calls like this to make today. The next call is to the big media corporations, who we own just like we own you, with their marching orders and instructions. So do a good job, boys, because all of our asses are on the line for this one. Because, as I'm sure you are all well aware, the penalty for treason is death. So we're all in this together, fellas, and you had damn well better do a good job. If anybody asks any questions, just say you're doing it for your country. And never ever admit to anyone that you're really doing it to save your own neck. So get busy, boys. Obviously, we have a lot of work to do.